Test, test.
OKTAGON MMA is bringing the heat back to Munich. The rematch of light heavyweight punishers. For 2 years he's been craving revenge. Ranked number 2, Alexander Poppeck wants to avenge his fateful loss to current number 3 in the division and Slovakia's best light heavyweight fighter, Pavel Langer. In 2023, Langer became the interim champion after defeating Poppeck. Now he's ready to prove to everyone that this was not an accident. Sworn enemies will finally settle the score inside the cage. With 7 first-round finishes, the Albanian Egan Arian Topalai will face the Irish showman, Dennis Frimong, who's on a 3-fight win streak and always gets under his opponent's skin. The master of controversy, Shamrock is winning fans over with his surgical performances. Will he deliver his 11th first-round finish against 2-time European champion, Korkmaz, or will he fall for the first time? The 2-meter giant, Vespasiani, wants to prove once again that he's here to conquer the heavyweight division. But Zeljkovich, undefeated for 2 years, crushes anyone who stands in his way. Aksu, the champion of 2 Austrian organizations and a fighter with Turkish blood in his veins, got all 12 wins before the limit. But the Serbian prospect Ognjen Dimich is ready to break his 4-fight win streak. Mudroch stunned fans and experts alike with his Octagon debut in Trinec. Now, the Ostrava Express is heading to Munich looking for another quick finish. But the more experienced fighter Aslaner plans to stop Mudroch in his tracks. The King of the North, Jan Malach, is looking to celebrate his 10th Octagon fight with a victory. Coming for his head, Brajshori, a fighter with 30 fewer bouts under his belt, but packed with raw talent and as fearless as it gets. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Octagon 71, Poppeck vs Langer. Buy the pay-per-view from wherever you are and watch the entire event from the front row at octagon.tv.
Welcome to the official weigh-ins here for Octagon 71, our 3rd trip to the beautiful city of Munich and our 2nd trip to the BMW Park Arena. Tomorrow night, there will be 11 fights take part in that arena, topped by the rematch between Alexander Poppeck, Munich's own, taking on Pavel Langer. 700 days on the dot since their last fight. Last time it was for the interim title over 5 rounds. This time, the number 2 and the number 3 light heavyweight could be battling it out to see who takes on Will Flurry for that light heavyweight title next. Our co-main event will see the war of words stop, and we will see Arian Topalai take on Dennis Frimong, and then Attila Korkmaz. The fearless is exactly that, as he steps in on less than a week's notice to take on the yet-to-be-defeated in Octagon, Shamrock. What a card, and you could still be there. There are limited tickets. Go to octagontickets.de, or you can watch it live on RTL Plus across Germany or around the world on octagon.tv. Tonight we'll have the press conference as well, final words and final stare downs before they step into the cage tomorrow night. You can watch that live at 6 o'clock on our YouTube channel. So let's get this underway. Let's introduce everyone on stage. My name is Brian Lacey. Behind me, Pavel and Andre. Beside them, their private security, aka our beautiful Octagon ladies, Jana and Teresa. And then, of course, we've got our commission, Vasco over there, Pavel Picante Tosh, and the gentleman, Jan Verbornik, looking after the scales. As is customary, our first fight of the night is a YouTube-free prelim. Let's take a look at the guys that will fight tomorrow night.
The King of the North is about to set out on his next mission to Germany. Will Jan Malach's 2nd attempt in conquering Munich go his way? With over 30 pro fights on his record, he's one of Octagon's most experienced fighters. Outside of the cage, he owns successful businesses, but he's best known for the one he runs in the cage, delivering quick finishes. And he has 10 first-round wins to prove it.
He's done it! Malach, the King of the North, keeps his ground!
But now he'll have to battle it out in the cage with another dangerous predator, thanks to his participation in the German edition of Octagon Challenge. The fighter with Albanian roots established himself as a pioneer of the scene, making his pro debut back in 2016. Recently, he's got back into the fighting rhythm. And with wins over Fight and Odonjo, he's let it be known that it's his time to shine again. Now Brajshori is determined to do whatever it takes to ensure that the cage in Munich remains cursed ground for Malach.
This a welterweight contest. Let's welcome first to the scale, Brajshori. AK-47, 28 years of age from Rosenheim in Germany, representing MMA. Rosenheim was a contestant on season 1 of Octagon Challenge here in Germany. 6 pro fights, 4 wins, 3 finishes, 2 knockouts, and 1 submission. Got a submission, was the first man to submit Jan Fike back at Octagon 53. His 2 TKO wins as well. They both come in under 30 seconds. Needs to hit 77.6. 77.3 for Brajshori. Makes weight again. MMA Rosenheim just a stone's throw away from Munich. Now let's welcome his opponent, the King of the North, Jan Malach. 33 years of age from Liberec in the Czech Republic, representing Reinders MMA. 33 pro fights, 18 wins, 12 finishes, 11 knockouts, and 1 submission in there. This will be Jan Malach's 10th fight for Octagon. Wins over Miroslav Brož, Hosenpour, Mudroch, and of course Hassan Galezi as well. Over 80 boxing and kickboxing fights on his record. Needs to hit 77.6. 77.6 for Jan Malach. What a fight. Brajshori versus Malach tomorrow night kicks us off Octagon 71. What an unbelievable way to start that card. That was an intense stare down. Tomorrow night you can watch that live and for free on our YouTube channel. Next up we have a man making his debut. Let's welcome him now to the scale, Elias Yakobi. 33 years of age from Munich, by way of Afghanistan, representing pound for pound gym, making his Octagon debut. Was supposed to debut back at Octagon 64, a last visit to Munich. 4-0 as a pro, all finishes, all by knockout. Stepping on the scales, need to hit 70.8 or under for the lightweight limit. 70.7 for Elias Yakobi. What a debut, again hailing from right here in Munich. He is taking on someone well known to Octagon. Let's welcome him now to the scale, Peter Gabal. 26 years of age from Prague, the Czech Republic. This will be his 6th fight for Octagon. 9 pro fights, 6 wins, 4 finishes, 2 knockouts in there, 2 submissions as well. On a 2-fight win streak in MMA, but 3 if you class the bare knuckle fight he had as well. All those 3 fights happened within 4 weeks of each other. Needs to hit 70.8. 70.8 on the money for Gabal. There we go. I'll give you that stat again. 2-fight win streak in mixed martial arts. He had 1 fight in bare knuckle boxing, and all of those fights took place within 4 weeks of each other. So you got November, the knockout win, the fastest record knockout in PML history. That was 18 seconds against Gogo Tachuri. We'll bring these guys together. Yakobi versus Gabal tomorrow night, Octagon 71. What a lightweight contest that is. Already 2 fights in, and you have to see this card. Something magic will happen tomorrow night in that BMW Park arena for sure. Next up, making his debut as well in the light heavyweight division. Let's welcome him now, Harun Uzun. 2 years of age from Dortmund by way of Turkey, representing Rumble Fight Club Dortmund, making his Octagon debut. Multiple champion across domestic promotions. 6 pro fights, 5 wins, all by way of finish. Needs to hit 93.5. 93 on the money for Uzun. Making his debut. Again, that 1 loss was from an injury. Broke his leg in his last fight. This will see him return now and make his debut in the black and yellow cage. Now making his debut at light heavyweight. Let's welcome Pivka. 27 years of age from the Czech Republic, representing Guerrilla MMA. This will be his 13th fight for Octagon, but his light heavyweight debut. 93.2 there for Pivka. We bring these guys together. Light heavyweight fireworks, Pivka versus Uzun tomorrow night. There's a lot of handshakes today. There's a lot of handshakes today. 3 fights in, what a card already. Next up we have a featherweight contest. Before the fighters make their way to the scale, let's take a look at the fight ahead of that.
Yakobi Dohnal first entered the Octagon cage back in 2018. In Season 3 of Octagon Challenge, he made his mark after progressing all the way to the final. He's come a long way since then, but his hunger for victory remains the same.
Dohnal piling on the pressure, looking for the finish here.
Dohnal has fond memories of his bout in Munich last December. He put a bitter end to Diegaszek's career.
Oh, that's under the neck. Can he claim the victory? He's got it.
That marked Donald's 6th victory by submission and confirmed that his ground game is where he is truly lethal. But his next opponent, Wanderley Jr., is also more than comfortable taking fights to the ground.
Claimed 5 belts in various promotions around Europe.
His debut appearance in the Octagon cage was a trial by fire. He went up against German star Lomaly Eskiev as a short-notice replacement fighter, and he certainly didn't make things easy for the favourite to win.
Eskiev's hurt him. Big jumping. Oh!
Now he has the chance to show us what he can do with a full camp under his belt. Can Mexicano claim a much-coveted win the second time round?
So first up, let's welcome to the scale Mexicano Wanderley Jr. 30 years of age from Brazil, but fighting out of Munich All-Stars and Pesado team. And Diegaszek will be in his corner. Again, the twist in that, Diegaszek's last defeat comes to his next opponent. Held belts in Brazil and Russia. Debuted on short notice, Octagon 66 against Lomaly Eskiev. 20 pro fights, 17 wins, 12 finishes, 4 knockouts, 8 submissions. And needs to hit 66.1 there for Wanderley Jr. Wanderley Jr. makes way again. His last fight was on short notice against Lomaly Eskiev. The most trouble we've seen Eskiev in that cage. Now coming in and taking on this man. Let's welcome him to the scale, Yakobi Dohnal. 33 years of age from the Czech Republic. Finalist on Octagon Challenge Season 3, 18 pro fights, 13 wins with 7 finishes in there, 6 submissions and 1 KO, including that submission over Diegaszek in his last fight. 66 on the money for Yakobi Dohnal. Dohnal versus Wanderley. This featherweight contest goes down Octagon 71 tomorrow night. Muscles on muscles with those two. What a fight that will be. And again, what a fight we have coming up next. 2 of the most talented young fighters in Europe will go head to head. Let's take a look at both of them now.
A clash between 2 hotly tipped prospects coming out of Europe. Many believe Nafuka is the future of European MMA. This young warrior has an excellent record of 10 wins.
Oh, this could be a tap.
He's also gone up against legendary former champion Buchinger, and so far his only defeats have come at the hands of seasoned matadors. So far, none of Nafuka's peers have managed to claim a quick victory over him.
There you go.
But George Staines has been equally successful inside the cage. He was crowned the winner of the England vs Ireland edition of Octagon Challenge after defeating Frimong via submission.
St. George Staines gets the finish.
After his Octagon Challenge triumph, he went on to defeat 2 other major prospects, as neither Siganik nor Tikota could find the magic recipe to take George down.
Oh, he's dropped him. St. George.
If the former amateur European champion can claim victory over his next opponent, he'll return to England with a perfect score of 6-0.
Let's welcome first to the scale, St. George Staines. 24 years of age from Hull, the winner of Octagon Challenge, England versus Ireland, representing Next Gen Liverpool, undefeated as a pro. Now needs to hit 70.8. 70.5 for St. George Staines. Steps on the scale. An incredible record. Now taking on another top talent. Let's welcome him now, the Namibian Nightmare, Hafeni Nafuka. 21 from Munich, Germany, representing Munich All-Stars and Diega Studio. 12 pro fights, 10 wins, 8 finishes, 6 submissions and 2 KOs on his record. 70.5 for Hafeni Nafuka. Here we go. Germany versus England, St. George Staines versus the Namibian Nightmare, Hafeni Nafuka. What a fight. Listen, if you don't know, you need to tune into that. Quite literally, 2 of the most talented young prospects will go head-to-head tomorrow night in that battle. Next, we have a lightweight contest. Let's take a look at both fighters next.
A packed arena, a huge amount of pressure, and the perfect opportunity to steal the spotlight. That is what an Octagon debut brings, and Thomas Mudroch used that spotlight in the best way possible.
Okay, big up kick there from Mudroch, now the hammer fists. That is it, what a debut!
In his last 4 fights, he spent around a total of 2.5 minutes inside the cage, and he has absolutely no intention of slowing down on his next stop. But Uzun Aslaner is out to derail this bullet train. After taking a 2-year hiatus to recover from his injuries, he returned to the cage at the end of last year. Although he entered the cage as an underdog against local hero Takota, the German warrior managed to send shockwaves across the O2 arena.
Oh! This is damage. Uzun Aslaner!
Aslaner left Prague with a valuable scalp added to his collection, and he'll be looking to add another in this battle against Mudroch. Will he begin to earn the reputation as the executioner of Czech prospects?
So this a contest in the light heavyweight, lightweight division. Let's welcome now Uzun Aslaner. Representing Paderborn, Supreme MMA, Germany by way of Turkey. 15 pro fights, 9 wins, 5 finishes. That win against Jakub Takota, that was Octagon 65. That was after a 2-year layoff due to a knee injury from Octagon 45 when he faced Mate Kuznik. Returned, claimed victory there. Held belts in German promotions, started boxing and MMA, and has never lost or won by submission. 70.6 there for Aslaner. Uzun Aslaner, this will be his 3rd visit to the Octagon cage. For this contest, let's welcome a man who had a huge debut in Trinec, the Ostrava Express, Tomáš Mudroch. 26 years of age from Ostrava, the Czech Republic, representing Fighting Club Ostrava. Debuted Octagon 67 in Trinec, beat Petru Buzdugan. That was in 1 minute 22 seconds. Of course, there was the moment, the viral up kick. Then he led to the ground and pound finish. 7 pro fights, 6 wins, all by finish. 4 knockouts, 2 submissions, and every single win in the first round. 4 of those 6 wins in 35 seconds or under. Needs to hit 70.8. 72.3 there for Mudroch. Again, he will have 2 hours from the moment he stepped on that scale to make that weight. He needs to hit 70.8. Considerable amount of weight still to cut there for Tomáš Mudroch. We will keep you posted, and you can check out our Instagram, our social media for all the updates. We'll bring these guys together. Mudroch versus Aslaner tomorrow night, Octagon 71. Still work to do there for Tomasz Mudroch. Again, we'll keep you posted. Stay tuned on our social media. We'll update you with all the news. 2 hours he will have to make that weight. Next up, we have a catchweight bout at 72 kilos. Let's check out these two fighters first.
In his Octagon debut, Turkish striker Gökhan Aksu put on an incredible performance for the fans and walked away with the scalp of Jan Malach. He successfully submitted the seasoned Czech fighter and added yet another win to his incredible record.
Aksu looking for a finish. Here he gets it.
He has 12 victories under his belt, all of which came before the limit. Aksu demonstrated why he has won belts in 2 Austrian organizations. Now the former bus driver will attempt to take his next opponent to the last stop in Munich, none other than Ognjen Dimich. Recently, Dimich took on a mighty challenge when he entered the Tip Sport Game Changer Reserve fight as a replacement fighter, where he faced off against the highly dangerous Sadari.
This is tight. Sadari gets it done.
This time round, he's had the benefit of having a full camp to prepare for his opponent and plans on showing everyone what he's truly made of.
Let's welcome first to the scale, Ognjen Dimich. 26 years of age from Serbia, representing the Sledgehammer team, 13 pro fights, 8 wins, 5 finishes, 4 knockouts in there with 1 submission. Debuted against Sadari there, was in the Tip Sport Game Changer Reserve fight. Lost that, but this is a stat. He has never lost back-to-back fights. Stepping on the scales now, needs to hit 72 kilos or under. 71.7 for Dimich. Again, this is second fight in Octagon. Started with kickboxing, went on to represent Serbia in that sport. And alongside kickboxing, boxing and MMA, has also competed in bare knuckle fighting as well. Now, let's welcome his opponent, Gökhan Aksu. 33 years of age from Austria by way of Turkey, representing Rosenheim MMA. 19 pro fights, 12 wins, all 12 wins coming by way of finish, including that finish back at Octagon 64, the round 1 rear naked submission of a Jan Malach. Needs to be 72 or under. 71.6 for Aksu. Both fighters under the allotted catch weight. We bring them together. One hell of a fight tomorrow night. Smiles on the faces now. Dimich versus Aksu, Octagon 71. Wasn't sure that was going to end, but it did. There we go. Pavel had to send them their separate ways, but there we go. So, the light heavyweights, we jump up to the heavyweights, making his debut for Octagon. Let's welcome the Terror, Jovan Zeljkovich. Zeljkovich, 29 from Novi Sad in Serbia. MMA team Zovac, making his Octagon debut. Look at his record, undefeated since his first loss in MMA, 5-fight win streak. 99.7 for Jovan Zeljkovich. Now let's welcome his opponent, the Gladiator, Patrick Vespasiani. A little salute from Vespasiani, 33 years of age from Frankfurt in Germany, representing MMA Spirit. Trains alongside the legends that are Puch, Ekelin, Koga. 6 pro fights, 4 wins, all by finish. Made his debut at Octagon 64. Ended a 6-year undefeated streak against Sebastian Herberg and proudly represents the German military. 109.7 for Vespasiani. Heavyweight havoc tomorrow night inside the Octagon cage. Zeljkovich versus Vespasiani. Something special about heavyweight fighting. There we go. Next up, we have a catchweight bout at 73 kilos. A lot of eyes on this fight. Let's take a look at the story behind it.
Dennis Frimong loves to court controversy with his relentless trash-talking.
I'm on a win streak, you're on a losing streak, bro. You lost your last fight.
He backs up that cocky rhetoric with his performances inside the Octagon cage. He showed his potential for greatness in Octagon Challenge England versus Ireland when he battled his way to the final.
Lovely reversal from Frimpong.
He's proved that that was no fluke and is currently on a 4-fight win streak.
First Topalai, end of April, let's go.
After engaging in a war of words, it was clear that the only way to resolve their differences was to face off in the cage.
We were touching. With this style, you can't beat me.
You have a bit of boxing, that's it.
He can only talk, you know.
The Albanian Eagle boasts an exceptional record, having claimed all 7 of his wins inside the opening round. Now, after suffering the first defeat of his career, he has the chance to redeem himself by silencing his next opponent once and for all.
Oh, the left hand! That is it, the Albanian Eagles!
When they meet in Munich, one of them will continue to fulfill their dreams, while the other will suffer the humiliation of defeat.
Now, the more astute among you would have spotted that was not Shamrock or Attila Korkmaz. That was just whetting your appetite for our co-main event. But this is the fight that is next. This 73-kilo catchweight. Let's welcome now, first to the scale, Shamrock. 31 years of age from Liverpool, representing Next Gen Liverpool, rocking some outstanding slippers there. Love it. Absolutely love it. 13 pro fights, 11 wins, 11 finishes, 2 knockouts, 9 submissions. Last 3 fights in Octagon, the same story. 3 first round finishes, 3 rear naked chokes. Let's get the ring out. We're going to take these off first. They are. That's some, right? Available at shemrock.com, I'm guessing, yeah? 73. Needs to hit 73 on the money. Oh, there you go. Oh, 73 there for Shamrock. How heavy are those slippers? How heavy are those slippers? That's like 3/4 of a kilo. Wow. What's inside them? That's what we really want to know. That's the thing. So Shamrock makes weight. Now let's welcome his opponent, the fearless Attila Korkmaz. 33 from Berlin, Germany by way of Turkey, steps in on short notice for this fight. Representing Spitfire Gym Berlin, 24 pro fights, 15 wins, 7 finishes in there, 3 knockouts, 4 submissions, including that Octagon 58 powerbomb to rear naked choke of Amir Khani. That was on the Stadium show. 3-time German champion, represented and fought in ACB, Bellator and UAE Warriors. And has never lost by KO or TKO, and has not been finished for 13 years inside the cage. Needs to hit 73 on the money. 73 for the fearless Attila Korkmaz. Again, Attila stepping in on short notice for this fight. This is the third opponent Shem's had. Warsalam Alieskiev, then the Prince of Persia, now the fearless, living up to that name. Set and ready to fight tomorrow night in Munich. Let's bring these guys together. What a fight. Tomorrow night, Octagon 71, Shamrock versus Attila Korkmaz. What a guy, Attila Korkmaz as well, living up to that moniker of the fearless, stepping in on short notice for this fight. Now we have our co-main event. Should we watch the video again? No, straight through. You've seen it. You've seen it. Your appetite has been whetted. So now let's welcome to the scale the menace, Dennis Frimong. This, a catchweight bout of 74 kilos, 30 years of age, representing Manchester top team. Finalist on Octagon Challenge England versus Ireland on a 3-fight win streak in Octagon. He's beaten Cherokee Octagon 52 by decision. 56 was Callum Mullen and then Robin Frank in Stuttgart. 74 on the money for Frimong. Dennis Frimong makes way again. 3 fights undefeated inside the Octagon cage. The last fight, he gave that immortal line. They gave me a Robin. What I wanted was an eagle. Well, he's got exactly that. Let's welcome now the Albanian eagle, Arian Topalai. 26 years of age from Germany by way of Albania, representing Planet Eater Gym. 9 pro fights, 7 wins, all by finish and all in the first round. Needs to hit 74. He'll lose the shots there. Again, all wins by finish. Look at that 36-second finish. Octagon 55 of Karol Ryshawi. That is the fastest KO in Octagon lightweight history. He has the 2nd fastest Anaconda choke in all of Octagon history. That was against Roman Paulus, Octagon 49. 73.9 for Topalai. Makes weight, and again 7 wins, all by finish. His average time to victory as well, 1 minute 52 seconds. Yeah, take it. What's that? Takes a drink. We'll bring you guys together.
Yeah, bro. You look in good shape now. You hit puberty at 26 now, yeah?
It's over now.
It's not over. It's not over. We've got press conference as well. We've got press conference as well. We're still going to talk tomorrow. I'm going to talk to you in the cage, bro.
Talk.
I will.
I'm
going to talk about slaps. I'm going to slap you in the cage as well. Bap, bap.
Come on.
I'm not going to come on now. I'm going to come tomorrow. Don't worry. I'm going to be all up in your face tomorrow.
Show me tomorrow.
Elbows, everything. Watch. That scar's getting opened up as well.
Tomorrow night it goes down. The talking stops when that cage door closes. Topalai versus Frimong. That is our co-main event. An unbelievable fight. We'll bring you this way, my man. There you go. What have you? We've got it. We have it. We got it that way. We got you covered. Do not worry. That's our co-main event. Next up, our main event, the rematch. 700 days in the making. Let's take a look at the story in this fight.
A rematch between 2 warriors determined to claim the light heavyweight division title. More than once, popular Slovak fighter Pavel Langer has defied the odds makers' favourites on his way to racking up 13 pro victories.
Oh my goodness, looking for the finish. Pavel Langer, there we go.
The most shocking example of this came in the first duel against Alexander Poppeck, where he outsmarted the local fighter. On enemy territory, the IT specialist and Kosic native claimed the victory of a lifetime and took home the interim championship belt. But now, Poppeck is more than ready to enter the much-coveted rematch.
A fighter on the rise, Alexander Ironside Poppeck.
And the proud Viking will do whatever it takes to defend his beloved city and to stop the Slovak invader in his tracks.
That is it, Poppeck is back.
The headline fight of Octagon 71 will bring the light heavyweight division number 2 and number 3 together in an almighty clash that current champion Will Fleury will be studying closely. You can expect to see a fascinating battle between these 2 fighters from the top 100 of the world rankings when they come face to face once again.
Let's welcome first to the scale, Pavel Langer. 33 years of age from Kosic in Slovakia, former interim light heavyweight champion, won that belt at Octagon 44. That was 700 days on the dot from tomorrow night against Pavel Langer. Ranked number 3 in the light heavyweight rankings, 93.4, 93.4 there for Pavel Langer under the 93.5 limit. Now let's welcome his opponent, Munich's own Alexander Ironside Poppeck. 33 years of age from Munich, representing Munich top team and 89 MMA, number 2 ranked light heavyweight, 22 pro fights, 17 wins, 11 finishes, all by knockout. 93.3 there for Alexander Poppeck. Again, 700 days since he lost that fight. Now he will have the rematch here in his own city of Munich. The rematch is on. Poppeck versus Langer tomorrow night in the BMW Park Arena. Can I grab a word with you first? Pavel Langer, hello, good to see you again, my friend. German soil seems good to you. You've had 3 big victories here. Why do you love fighting in Germany so much?
I love fighting in Germany so much because it's lower pressure on me and I can focus better for my performance.
Tomorrow night, the rematch. It's 700 days, almost 2 years since you last fought Alexander Poppeck. What do you see your route to victory tomorrow night?
My road to victory would show in the match. I was training everything, so I guess that we would do it as the fight would go on. We would see what we are going to do. Okay.
What a pleasure to see you again. There you go, one half of the main event. Pavel Langer, Alexander Poppeck. It's been a long time since I've spoken to you. It's been a long time that this fight has been coming. I've seen you say in interviews you feel you've evolved more as a fighter than him. What will the difference be tomorrow night, and how will you get that victory?
Yeah, sure. It's been 2 years. It's a long time. You can develop good as a fighter. So the key or the main difference is I'm more motivated in this fight. I want this rematch. I want the victory. So this is the key difference. And also I have developed so much in every area. So I want to show this.
Another motivation. This is in Munich, your home city. I mean, you can do this in German to the camera, but what do you want to say to the Munich fans, to the German fans? Why should they tune in to witness this tomorrow night?
Ja, wird eine geile Show, geile Veranstaltung. Ich freue mich einfach drauf. Freue mich auf euch alle, schaltet alle ein oder kommt in die Halle. Danke.
There you go, Alexander Poppeck. We will see you tomorrow night. That is our main event, Octagon 71. One more bit of business that will go down tonight. That will be the press conference, 6 o'clock. The final words will be said, the final face-offs, and then we will go to battle tomorrow night in the BMW Park Arena. Thanks for joining us this morning. Do not miss it tomorrow night.
Octagon MMA is bringing the heat back to Munich. The rematch of light heavyweight punishers. For 2 years, he's been craving revenge. Ranked number 2, Alexander Poppeck wants to avenge his fateful loss to current number 3 in the division and Slovakia's best light heavyweight fighter, Pavel Langer. In 2023, Langer became the interim champion after defeating Poppeck. Now he's ready to prove to everyone that this was not an accident. Sworn enemies will finally settle the score inside the cage. With 7 first-round finishes, the Albanian Egan Arian Topalai will face the Irish showman, Dennis Frimong, who's on a 3-fight win streak and always gets under his opponent's skin. The master of controversy, Shamrock is winning fans over with his surgical performances. Will he deliver his 11th first-round finish against 2-time European champion, Korkmaz, or will he fall for the first time? The 2-meter giant, Vespasiani, wants to prove once again that he's here to conquer the heavyweight division. But Zeljkovich, undefeated for 2 years, crushes anyone who stands in his way. Aksu, the champion of 2 Austrian organizations and a fighter with Turkish blood in his veins, got all 12 wins before the limit. But the Serbian prospect Ognjen Dimich is ready to break his 4-fight win streak. Mudroch stunned fans and experts alike with his Octagon debut in Trinets. Now, the Ostrava Express is heading to Munich looking for another quick finish. But the more experienced fighter Aslaner plans to stop Mudroch in his tracks. The King of the North, Jan Malach, is looking to celebrate his 10th Octagon fight with a victory. Coming for his head, Brajshori, a fighter with 30 fewer bouts under his belt, but packed with raw talent and as fearless as it gets. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Octagon 71, Poppeck versus Langer. Buy the pay-per-view from wherever you are and watch the entire event from the front row at octagon.tv.